I'm from the 25th century, but I've been programmed to communicate like a robot from your time. Beep!
Beep, boop, beep, Rainiac.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
So let's just get into it.
Hey, it's me, your favorite community manager, Maps, and we're back with another Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. Here is Spittle with a rundown of what we can expect from the Daily Planet News Dump.
What's good, DC? It's your homeboy Spittles, back with another rundown from the Daily Planet News. This week on the News Dump, find out how us here at Daybreak Games use allies to balance powers. Let's talk about it. Test server update for July 18th is here, everyone. We got exclusive footage with Rev 5 of Homecoming and our new Starfire ally. Let's talk about it. And for our last news story, I had to force Daybreak to delete my account permanently. You do not want to miss this news story. Now I'm gonna pass it back over to Meps. Let's talk about it.
Get ready, all you test server slaves. We have a test server update for July 18, 2024. Let's talk about it. Go into the test server and test out the Homecoming event for us with 3 new feats. Make sure that the game is running well for us here at the Daybreak Games so that we don't have to pay our developers to do it. So we have the new Homecoming with 3 new feats, and we also added a new ally, Starfire. Our developers here at Daybreak Games are using allies to balance the game. We're going to use allies to balance powers, especially might DPS. You don't believe me? Look at this. It says using a weapon buff ability now grants might buff and a precision debuff. What?
Bruh.
You see, what this ally is doing is helping might players keep up with precision players. You see, precision is faster than might. Yes, might hits harder when it comes to numbers, but precision is faster. And if a power is faster, it's going to put out more numbers up there. So, us here at Daybreak Games are going to balance the playing field. We have a new Starfire ally, and now your weapon buff for precision with this ally can now be turned into a might buff for might players. This is how us here at Daybreak Games balance the playing field and balance the game. You don't believe me that we're using balancing techniques with allies and artifacts? Well, let's hear it from the developers themselves.
Is there anything you can mention in terms of balancing for powers not tied to artifacts or allies?
No. Just there's something to think about.
No, he's just cutting out.
No,
Chad, shut up, Chad.
I'm kidding. But I'm not.
Bruh.
I hate to be the one to say I told you so, but I told you so. Now we're gonna pass it over to Rev 5 with exclusive footage of the test server.
ADC, it's me, Rev 5, on the grind, all the time, prime time, 6 to 9, balding all the time. Let's talk about it. So as you already know, on the grind, all the time, prime time, 6 to 9, we have a new ally, and it's Starfire. And Starfire pretty much has 3 abilities like all the other legendary allies. She has a combat ability where she comes in and shoots some boogers at the enemies. And then she has 2 passive abilities, on the grind all the time. One of the passive abilities is for controller role, and then the other one is for might players. Now might players will be able to keep up with precision players because us here at Daybreak Games use allies to balance the game. Let's talk about it. Now let's call in Starfire. I did 1 initial test on 5 targets. Let's see what this bad girl can do. How much damage you got, homegirl? Let's see. She's gonna come in. She's gonna shoot some green boogers at the enemies, right? And then she's gonna throw a snot bubble right at the middle. And bam, she did all that damage. Look at this, 588,000. And then she has an additional tick right here for about 490,000. That's 1 million damage out on like 5 targets. That's OP. On the grind, all the time, prime time, 6 and 9. Now, along with this new ally, we have the homecoming event on the test server. So, we on the grind all the time, prompt time since the 9. So, we do have 3 feats, but only 2 of them are showing up on the test server because we having some technical difficulties. So, you get a 1-star feat for collecting the royal set and a 2-star feat for the material on the grind. Now let's move on to the vendor. So we got the disco ball material, which I'm not going to show you because I'm on the grind all the time. And we also added a new collection which get you a new emote. And then we added these 2 styles. We have the Tamarian Royal Chest style and the Tamamarian Royal Plants or Pants. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on the grind all the time on the grind. Prime time 6 and 9. What up, potatoes? God!
Bruh.
In other news, a player wrote an entire essay on the forums, saying that he had to force Daybreak to delete his account. This player claims that he is very addicted to the game, that he spends $10,000s and thousands of dollars on booster bundles, time capsules, you name it. This player even went as far as to delete his account and his character's book keeps on reinstalling the game. He can't get over, he can't stop. He even tried to get banned and said some bad words on the forum.
Stop it. Get some help.
Sounds like that player wants attention. Right here, Ranmaru doesn't even believe his story. He says, oh, cool story. Ranmaru goes on and basically says he had no excuse to say all those bad words on the game just to try to get Daybreak to delete his account. And he says a couple other stuff right here. He says, I have some thoughts on the matter as a person, but in favor of being fair.
But I'm not.
Shut up, Greg.
This post was so touching that our community manager over at EverQuest, Angeliana, had to address the situation. She says, for anyone experiencing the same issue, I see you. Please reach out to me and we can chat. I promise to listen and help wherever I can.
Shut up, Meg.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the